I'm wondering what my desk would look like if I moved my laptop to the left instead of having it on the right. I'm so used to having it on the right, I feel like if I put it on the left, it would throw me off. But I think my headset situation would be solved if it was on the left. And then I would have my mic on the right. You know what would be the issue? I'm looking. I don't think my Ethernet cable is long enough. Okay. I'm like, I know there's a reason why it's not on the left, and it's because of my Ethernet needs to be able to reach. So unless I get a longer Ethernet, I can't move my laptop to the right side, which is fine. Okay, let's zoom in here. I do need to bring my trackpad, or at least learn how to use this mouse here for zooming. I'm sure there's a way to zoom with this. I just don't know what that way is. Okay. So I have been working on my digital planner, and my goal is to have a digital planner that's in color, this one, and then I'll have a digital planner that's in black and white, um, without any sort of distinguishing colors or anything like that. And then I'm going to figure out how I can make it available for people to purchase. Now, this digital planner is going to be very different from other digital planners, mainly because I'm doing it from the perspective of what I need or what I do as a writer, which I don't, or at least I have not seen anywhere, digital planner pages that are specific to writers. And so my brain is already thinking like, maybe people already have digital planners, but they want the specific pages that are specific to tracking and etc. So I might have different types of packages that you can purchase where you can just get the pages or just get the icons or the PNG images of things that you can just paste in, and then you will have it. It's just so much more convenient to do it this way, rather than saves the environment, all of that jazz, when you simply do a digital planner this way versus the other way. Now, what I have completed already are my monthly spreads, with the exception of putting all 12 months. 12. Yeah, the only thing I didn't do was put all 12 months on one page because it wasn't fitting the way that I wanted it to. Maybe if I did 3 rows of 4 instead of there's got to be a way for me to be able to put all of the whole year on one page. I'm gonna figure it out. What am I doing here? This is in the wrong spot. You know what I'm gonna do? Instead of what I just did, I am going to see, this is white and this is beige, so I'm going to just duplicate this, I'm also having like syncing issues, so while I would love to be able to do all of this on my iPad, unfortunately I can't because it's just stupid. So instead I am doing it on here. Which in the long run is probably better anyway. I've also discovered that for some reason when I use Photoshop, it eats up the memory on my computer in ways I can't even begin to explain or understand. It never did it before, so I'm also, unfortunately, unable to I figured out how to make a slide layout that is my actual thing, which is great because now none of this is clickable at all because it's a part of the actual slide itself. And so I no longer have those 3 blank ones up here that I did that I kept like duplicating it and then dragging it down. No longer have to do that. Now when I click add slide, I've got these. So I still have the title one because I'm slowly working my way towards making every single one of these one of the other 3 slides that I created. And once they're all like that, I will then go in here and delete this title slide because I won't need it. And then I can just work as I normally would. And now any changes that I make to this main base will change to every other slide that I have associated with this layout, which is great. So what I am doing now, and that allows me to just kind of like holistically copy and paste like this without being very careful as to what I'm dragging over to make sure I'm not copying the wrong thing, which was very time consuming before, and now it is not. Because I can just drag as I wish, paste. So now I have the beige in that one, and now I need to do the black version. Now with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this, change it to white. And then I'm going to come in here and take this because I've got a couple of changes in here that are different. And I don't want to confuse anything. I will change the caps and all that stuff, but for now. And I don't know if you can tell this, but the main reason why I wanted to do this is because if you look at the background, like the book, the table that this book is on, that the journal is on, it's very blurry and pixelated here. And so I fixed that. So now if you look at what it's going to look like now, it looks more realistic, like a more realistic table that the book is laying on, which I prefer. I also like that it's just a better look. It just looks better, feels better, the whole 9. So now let me come in here and fix this. That's what I like. That's what I like. I was listening to a little Bruno Mars earlier while I was getting my desk in order, which is very slippery slidey on this floor, so I actually have to get a rug for under my chair so that I'm not sliding to the ends of the earth. So let's delete this slide here, and then I'm simply going to duplicate this one and then just change the dates to be July to December. Oop. Let's just work backwards. Why don't we? Okay. So I think now all of my slides are associated with an actual layout that I created. So I just want to go back and confirm that. That is either a white blank, a beige blank, or a black blank. And then I can delete, oh wait, this one is wrong, okay. The year at a glance here. Why did this one not get done? This is what, January? Okay, so that's simple enough to fix. I will come here, add a white blank here, and then I will take all of this, copy it, paste it here, and then I will delete this. Okay, let's go back and check everything. It even looks like the strange. Maybe it's just my eyes. Yeah, this one is the only one where it's using the title. And I feel like because of that, I kind of can't get rid of it. Can I? You know what I'd have to do? First of all, I hate that it gives me these things. I don't want them. Go away. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's do an image fill. And let's choose the right one here. And it's going to be at, I think I tiled it. And then I made it 70%. And let's rename this to cover table. And then let's do done. I think that's all I need to do. And then I'm going to come over here. And just to fix this, let's, oh no, not duplicate, I'm sorry. Add slide, add a cover table slide, move this up. And then let's see if it'll let me copy all of this. Nothing is locked, sweet. Paste it. Perfect, and now we're going to delete this one. Okay, so now it's taken on the one that I just created. Sweet, okay. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. The other thing I like about being back in my office is I can see out the front of my house, and eventually, oh, hey Silent Willow. Sorry, I just got distracted because eventually my desk is going to be moved up another like maybe 2 to 3 feet. And when that happens, I'm going to have an even better view out my window, which will be awesome. So I'm creating a digital planner. So instead of using a paper planner, which my paper planner is not here because it's in the office that I was using temporarily, I'm going to be using a digital one, and it's going to be on my iPad, so I can just open it up on my iPad and write on it. And so I'm creating the blank pages. And so this will be something that I can literally just use every year, and not have to spend money to buy this. It'll already be created. It's gonna look, as you can see, like a notebook. It'll have tabs, all of these fancy things. So I'm just creating it in 3 different colors so I can decide what color I want. So this is, I've got beige, white, and black for the background, for the page colors. And I made it so that it looks like basically like my actual journal. So it even has, like, if you can see that, I might have to zoom in a bit, but it even has like a leather, you can see the leather trim here, and these dots are supposed to represent like the binding, if you will, of the book. But here's the actual journal, the cover of it. So when you have your, digital planner, I can write whatever I want on here, like 2022, Erica's bullet journal, Erica's journal, whatever. And then what'll happen is when you click in the app that you use to download this or import this digital journal, when you click January, it'll take you to the monthly spread of January. When you click May, it'll take you to the month spread for May. So I'm gonna have to create hyperlinks for each of these tabs here and everything like that. I'm using Keynote right now, so this is basically the Apple version of PowerPoint. So this is what I'm using to create this. Now, a lot of what I've created, I've also used Photoshop for. For instance, here, these images here of the months and where they fall on the calendar. This is a 2022 calendar, so these days are correct. I created these in Photoshop and then exported them as a PNG transparent in a big size, and then I shrunk it down to fit on here. The lines were created within this program here, so everything is piecemeal. Some things are done directly in Keynote, and then other things I do in Photoshop, transparent, and then drop it in here because it makes it a lot easier. Like this, for instance, the important dates one. This one is something that's very generic because each month has the same number of days every year, right? So, this one, I decided to do it again in Photoshop with the lines, the numbers, and then the line next to it. So that way, I can literally just take these and create them on any page that I want, whatever design that I want, fairly easily. Oh, yes. Hold on one second. I gotta tell we're expecting a couch today, and I just got notified. Oh, she got the notification too. Okay. Sweet. So I don't have to tell her. Alright, so I can turn. I had my phone on ring because I wasn't sure if they were gonna call or just text. But oh my God, we've been in need of new couches since we bought this house, and someone came yesterday and took the old couch that we had. It's a Facebook Marketplace or any other service that allows you to like put up free items or sell items online, and then people come and take them away is the most amazing thing in this 21st century, let me tell you. Because we had a hot tub we needed to get rid of, and 2 days ago these guys came and took that hot tub away and paid us for it, and we didn't have to lift a finger on figuring out how or where or what for about that hot tub, which was amazing. And then the same thing with this sectional that we had in our living room. We had a couch, or one of the 2 couches coming today, and if we could not get rid of that thing on our, like, by someone else getting it, we would have had to move it out of the house and then drag it into the garage, and that would have been an absolute nightmare. put it up on Facebook. Literally within hours, we had someone say they're going to come get it. Oh, I didn't have to lift a finger. So amazing. So anyway, Silent Willow. So this is what, I'm working on while I'm taking a bit of a break from writing, and it's because I'm on new medication, and this new medication that I'm on has me very wired and very erratic. I can feel it internally, and other people like my boss and my wife and other people that I talk to can tell that I am much more hyperactive, and in my hyperactive state I don't want to go cray cray with this book that I'm writing, so I'm doing something else to keep my brain active and occupied. So I'm on the highest dosage of this medication for the first week, and then each week I drop off a certain amount of medication at a time. So what I'm going to do is once I get to a level where I feel like the medication is not affecting me as much as it is while I'm on this high dosage, I'm going to be taking a step back from the novel, just because, like I said, it's this medication, like I can feel it coursing through my veins. It's a steroid, so it's like stuff is happening. So anyway, so I did all of these pages. Everything is good to go. I'm happy with what this looks like. I have my templates here, my slide templates, which is great that I learned how to do that. So now I'm going to do the difficult task of opening Photoshop. And like I was saying earlier, for whatever reason, Photoshop is giving me, hold on one second. I want to save this video for later. Yes, save it in my watch later, save to watch later. Okay, good. Let's close it. So now I can close this window. Can I close? No, I can't close Safari entirely because that's how I'm looking at chat. So I am going to close Keynote entirely just so that I can use Photoshop for a little longer than usual. I am going to close my music. I'm going to listen to music through my phone. Oh, do I have my AirPods here? I think I do. So let's shut down my music player. I need to, like I said, Photoshop has been, I don't know why, but it has been giving me grief. And so to prevent it from continuing to give me grief, 25 minutes from now, my couches will be arriving. So that's at about 30 minutes past the hour. Very exciting. So excited. So I'm going to open up Photoshop. I'm going to create a monthly, like a desk calendar spread. And then I want to also start work on the weekly spreads, which is going to be like a weekly, daily type of spread. Oh wait, I made the window way too big. Let's shrink that so that you don't see anything behind there. There we go. There we go. So how do you like my blue wall? These are this is what I painted my office. So my office is now blue with a white trim. You can't see the white trim, but it's blue with a white trim. Eventually, I'm going to get a fancy bookcase that's going to go behind me. It's going to be like one of those bookcases that doesn't have a back. It's just going to have the shelving and like a wire frame on the left and the right and the top and the bottom. But you'll be able to see the blue coming through it. And I'm going to put little knickknacks and things that represent me. I'm going to have like maybe Lego on there. I'll have maybe some picture frames. I'll have some, different things that I really like, and different, just different things that represent me. And I'm going to move my desk up in order to put the bookcase behind me. Because right now my desk is backed up to the point where it is touching, because I have an L-shaped desk, so the L part is bumped up against the wall. So I'm like I can touch the wall from here. But eventually I'm going to be moved up, like I said, about maybe 2 to 3 feet, which will put me almost right beside one of my windows, and then I'll have that thing behind me, and I'm going to have a new desk at that point as well, which will be one of those mechanical desks that I can raise and lower, so if I want to stand while I'm at my desk I can, or if I want to sit. And then this desk is going to go in my Lego room when I start working on Lego out in the Lego room. Very exciting. Okay, so let me open. Okay, so this is where I was starting to do my monthly spread when my computer decided that it was going to like crap out, and it was freaking me out to no end. So I feel like it might be too wide. I think that was the issue I was having with it before. So give me a second to remember how I did this. Ah, yes, the canvas size. That's what I need to change. So yeah, I think it might be a little too wide at 10,000 pixels. Yes, yes, proceed. I know that. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit better. And then we will change the dimensions of this to accommodate that. Beautiful. So you'll see what I'm creating fairly quickly. Unfortunately, I can't do this on my iPad because the Photoshop app version on my iPad doesn't allow you to create shapes. It doesn't have that option, which I think is ridiculous. I'm just doing a tester. This isn't going to be the actual size of the box. I just need something to and then I want no fill. All right, let's take a look. Clearly that's one is too small and the thing is not thick enough. Let's do 20. Let's do oh, why isn't it changing both? Why does it look like there's a drop shadow on that? Or is that my eyes? Yeah, that's just my eyes. Never mind. Okay, so I like this size. And so because I want to make this as simple as possible, I don't want to do what I did before, which was creating one spread for each calendar month. What I am going to do is simply do a month spread that's going to show Sunday through Saturday on the top and then all the squares, but I'm going to leave them completely and totally blank so that you can take that sheet and then write in the numbers for the days for whatever calendar month you happen to be doing, and you just continue to duplicate this one page. And when you duplicate the page, then you will be able to, create the month as needed. And I think that would be a lot neater. So what I'm going to do first is do 7 rows and then 7 columns and 5 rows, because no month will have more than 6 weeks in it, but they average out sometimes to have 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm going to do the max of 5. So I'm going to do 5 rows and 7 columns for the days. And so I need to, first of all, I need to lock this layer so that I stop moving it by accident. So I am going to first make the shape perfect to what I need of having 5 of these. So let's see what this will look like if I stack them. tomorrow. La-di-da. Okay, so they're not perfectly stacked. I can tell that. Right off the jump here. Hello, are you clicking on this? Okay. Okay, I think they're perfectly stacked now. That looks pretty good. Let's take it now and let's do, oops. Why are you not moving when I select you? What is the matter with you? Here we go. Oh, you're gonna give me grief already? Okay, how does that look? Looks alright. Now let's take all of them, copy, paste. Let's move it over. That. We got 4 now, and then we need to just take these like that, and we should be good to go. This over here. Okay. That's it, and that is actually perfect because I wanted to give myself a little breathing room on the side to have like notes. So this is going to be a note section on the right hand side, but this is perfect. So now I just need to take all of these and group them, and I'm just going to put that these are boxes. And I'm going to lock this up so I can't accidentally grab it and move it. Beautiful. Okay, and now I want to create some text, and we are going to create the days of the week, starting with Sunday. What a fun day. All right. Let's pick a good font here. Now this is what I'm using in the other place, so maybe I will use it here, and I will use a semi-bold. Why is it? I'm confused by this. Maybe I'm not confused by this. Never mind. I really need to go very small. You know what? I need to use the longest one just to make sure that I stay small enough. Let's take a look here to stay within the box. Yep, that looks pretty good. I don't know how clean that looks though. I can also tell that my lines are not perfect. This line here and these lines here need to be moved over. I could tell the lines are thicker than they should be. but that's just because my eyes are trained to see those things. I'm almost tempted to put a tiny, like 1 pixel gap between each box, just so that but I think I like this diagram here. "12 minutes away, 12 minutes away. So exciting." Okay, so let's put Wednesday where Wednesday belongs. Right about here. I just feel like that could be so much better. Maybe I do need to go with a different font. Let's try a different font. It won't hurt nobody. It's definitely got to be sans serif, because I want these perfect, actually, you know what, let's make it monospace. It gives us less options, but I'm liking this one. You know, people like using source code, and I can see why. Bold, black, what is it? Oh, italics, okay. How's that look? Is that centered? Yes, it is. Okay, I did paste, and it pasted it like it's italics. Why did you do that? Weird. Very weird that it did that. Yeah, I know for you can't see any difference, but I see it. And like that would drive me insane. And I'm sure if I were to export it and just, test it on an iPad or something, that it would be visible if you zoomed in. So just because I'm, anal about things, I am going to fix it. I just need to do this first. I wish it would stop pasting italics. Like, I don't get why it's doing that. I'm not using the italic one. I mean, you're making me have to jump back and forth here for no reason. Wait, I am using bold. So strange. So strange. Oh, so when I edit it, it corrects itself. Oh. Stop hitting enter. Psycho. Okay, so now let's put these where we want them, centered to their individual boxes here. Wednesday we know is good. Thursday is good. I think I did not do Friday. So let's do Friday is good now. And let's center Saturday. Okay, so now I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to align them to the top like that. And I can tell you right now, I don't like this. I'm gonna have to do the 3-letter thing. I hate doing the 3-letter thing, but what bothers me to my eye is the fact that each day of the week is a different length, and so you can tell Wednesday is going to the edges of the box, whereas Friday and Monday aren't. Sunday and Saturday, it's uneven to my eye, and it's making me twitch in ways I don't like. So if I were to do 3 letters instead of I can make the days of the week larger, I can, for one thing. But yeah, see, that already looks cleaner in so many ways. So let's make this font bigger now that we have come this far. There's also some separation, and I think I might add a bit more between the letters just to make them stand out a bit. I'll change this to auto, and I will change the font size. Let's try 40. Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. I like this, but I don't think everything is centered anymore. So let's just confirm the centeriness of it. Wait a minute, something's wrong here. Something is very off. I'm just centering the day of the week to because I could tell that it wasn't centered to the boxes. Okay, so now it's telling me that it's centered to everything, and I believe it. Let's group these now and say that these are days of the week, and we will lock that so I'm not accidentally touching anything going on here. And now, actually, can I duplicate this without, oh, okay. Again, I'm very anal, so I am moving my days of the week around so that Thursday, so they're in order, that they're in order over there. Okay, thank you very much. I want to duplicate this. I want to take it out of the stack, and I want to grab it and move it over. And I want it to say notes. And I'm gonna move it down to about here. Let's move it over a bit like that, and then I'm gonna create, I'm trying to think if I want to create a box or if I want to create a box with lines or just lines? Let's try a box with lines, and then we'll take the box away and see how that oh no, sorry, I was trying to get just this one box here. Here we go. Okay, let's do this box here. Okay, it is lined up right. I need to move this out of here. Okay, good. It's on its own playing field, which I will put right here. I'm going to group these and make this the notes area. One minute is the ETA. I'm hyped. Okay, so let's figure out this note section, shall we? I'm going to move this down to here. I know. My wife and I are way too excited about this couch situation. We are way too excited. Okay, so it looks like we're good here. Let us lock this, and let's move the word notes down. Can I? Oh, I can't because it's locked. You dumb schmucks. Okay. There we go. All right. Here's the notes section. So now I am going to create lines in the notes section. Oh, here it is. It's here. It's here. They're here. My couch is here. I'm way too excited. Well, I don't really have to go. My wife is going to take care of it, but I'm going to go downstairs later and enjoy the couch. But for now, I want to stay focused. Focus. Focus. Okay. I'm going to add lines. That's what I was doing. Adding lines with my line tool. Oh, my dog's going nuts. Okay, so we are going to fill this with black, as is our right to do. I'm going to zoom in here so that way I can. Oop, just focus on this little area here. Actually, I want to be very, what's the word? Identical. So I'm not even going to do that. I am going to, first of all, save this. And then I'm going to open this because I'm going to take the lines that I created in my other thing and just copy and paste that line so that I know it's exactly the same line, and all I have to do is change the width of the line. I don't want to recreate a line and then it's like a different height or something. Hold on one second, I just want to see what they're doing. to take the legs off though. Oh, it's a beautiful couch. It's a beautiful couch. Let me tell her we have to take the legs off. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to take the line from, hold on, it's gonna show up in a second. This is just a really large file because I've got a lot going on here. There it goes. Okay, so I want to just take a line from here. Photoshop is not liking me right now for opening this file. Yep, I was right. They have to unscrew the little legs, the little nubs. Okay, so we are going to take this line here. Now I wonder if it'll let me just copy like this and then just paste it without having to drag it, because I really don't want to have to drag it. Where is it? It's right there. Why can't I grab it? I'm very confused. Hold on, let me delete this. I think it's because I did the white one instead of the black one, which doesn't make any sense. So let me try. I have to really zoom in. This line is so thin. It's not acknowledging my grab. There we go. Oh, wait, I know. I am. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna just drag and drop it. I think the couch is ready and my wife wants me to come downstairs to see it, but I want Photoshop to do its thing. Okay, so here's the line. So now that I've done that, let's close this file here because it's really big. so we need to obviously shorten it, which I knew we would. That's too short. Not to worry. And then come out to as far to the corners like this. Beautiful. Okay, so there is our line. And so now I'm going to put a bunch of them, but I'm going to take a brief step away from my computer. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. The couch is amazing. But also, I need to get a rug for under my desk chair because this is like too slippy slidey for me. Too slippy slidey. Alright, so let's get back to what we were doing. How many lines do you think I should do? Maybe 30? That might be too many, but we are going to make it work. Okay. Let's select them. Well, actually, let's do it this way. Let's lock this. Let's lock the rectangle so that all we're going to grab are all the lines. And then I'm going to align them all to the right. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of the lines. This is the trick. Let's take one of these, click and drag it down. I'm just going to drag it all the way down to where we want the lines to stop. Down to about, I would say maybe here. Okay, so now let's zoom back out. And let's see what happens when we do some magic here. Now we are going to highlight this and boom. I think that looks pretty good. That was just by me guessing, saying, let's do 30 lines. Might be too many. Let's try taking out 2 lines. And then we'll highlight them and redistribute and see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that might give a bit more breathing room. In fact, I feel like I want the top line to move down a bit. I feel like it's too close to the word notes. Well, maybe not. I'll leave it where it is. We'll lock that up too. Lock it up and throw away the key. Boom. So one thing I want to do is move everything over and down because I want to be able to give people space to write the month at the top. So we are now going to unlock everything. Oh, everything except this layer. We are going to unlock all this. And now we're going to highlight all of it like that. And we're going to click and drag it down. And then we're gonna click and drag it over to be centered. Beautiful. Beautiful. I just want you to know you're my favorite girl. And now we can lock all of it. That looks so good. Okay, so here at the top, my screen is dirty, is where people can now write it. Now the question is, do I want to be the one to write it? To type it up? Because technically I can. Oh, and something else I needed to consider. I think I need to move this back over a bit, because on the left hand side I want to put the week numbers, like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, and I need to give myself space for that. That's something that I'm going to do within Keynote. I'm not going to put the week numbers in Photoshop, because I want the page to be as generic as possible. So that's why I'm debating whether or not I even want to put the month, because I can put that in Keynote again myself and I don't have to do it here. I just want to make sure I have the space I need. Let me test out if I have the space I need. Let's start there. So what I need is a rectangle tool again. And I'm just going to do it here. It's going to be like maybe this length. And I want to I think I did the wrong ones. Let's see. I need to make sure that I'm doing the left side. Okay, so I see how it is. So this will be 0, this will be 0. This will be, let's say, 30, 30, like that. It's fine that it's red for now because I just need to be able to see it, and then I'm going to put it like right. I want to center it to this box here, but let's first send it behind the boxes. So it's going to be something like that, and I'm going to do that. Why isn't it pasting? So strange. So that is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put, looking sideways, you know, the weeks. And I'm doing it on the left side because I have the months on the right side, and I don't want to make everything right side heavy with tabs like this. Put this water in my little bottle here. Okay, I have to actually get started with my work, unfortunately, because I have a lot of it to do. So I'm going to end my stream now rather than in an hour. But thank you all for being here. You got to see at least what this is basically going to look like. And I'm going to group these, and I'm going to call it week numbers. And I'm going to turn it off because I actually Just wanted to use it as an example to myself of what it would look like. But so far that looks great. So when I export it, I'm going to do this, turn that off, and then I'm going to go, I'm actually going to group all of this now and make this black letters, and then I'm going to duplicate this and make this white letters. Turn this off, and then in here I'm going to unlock everything and turn everything to the opposite color that it was. So let's turn this on, and we're going to turn this to what? In the hooly hoolies. In the hooly hoolies. Why isn't this behaving properly? Oops. I'm confused as to why it won't let me do. You know what, that's fine. That was a weird place to put it. Okay, seriously. There we go. So now I can export these. Okay, so that will be it for me. I'm gonna go tinker and put this in Keynote, do my regular work. I will be back tomorrow doing more spreads and things of that nature. I'm hoping to finish this digital planner in, the next couple of weeks, which is probably when I'll get back to normal with my medication intake, etc., etc. Thank you to everyone who was here. I am back in my office. Yay! And eventually I'll have bookcases up. I'll have my, the desk that I want. I'll have the bookcase I want behind me. Things are coming together slowly but surely for me. So in the meantime, thanks for stopping by and